Welcome all of us. Ashefoni atofoni na imebring mama kwaba kesia paba the live streaming of yeah papa Bishop Alexander Oppong on the Shas yes so many weeks ago. Say Saturday tree when I know habo mpaye Emma on my nyanti yes nyame had my ndejo dance so just at this time it's 5 minutes past 7 o'clock. We're having a question and answer time with our Bishop, the General Overseer of our Place Mystery Chapel International, Bishop Dr. Alexander Oppong. And yeah, center he aware said, and then we are dealing more on marriage and more on also on relationships. And you know, your said, baby, I will be spend your time with us. Try as much as you can, say you move along with us. Anybody say share the video, let some of your friends have the opportunity to watch with you. And we say we have been enjoying all this while. And then so I promise you, say we're going to have a very good time. I'm saying you don't know any near Papa, so you'll be apart from when you made and he's also a married man and he's been married for so many years. God has blessed him with 3 wonderful children. And aside that also, he's also a marriage counselor. He has taken this marriage thing to another level for over the years. No, Unyamianam no so ati an association a aware fuku Unyamia domenam no so a counselor aware. Apart from Yamiduma no yen, one of the things I mean him say, and a Nije Cassia so who say aware air coso, whether you Christoni, whichever area you find yourself in life, as long as you are married, yeah. Nenije sem kese ne se obehu se onyame aware e koso nti enyu bre no e pese obe come home. Papa,
yes sir.
And I welcome you e mo akwa kese e pa.
Amen.
E didi se enyu bre so ho ye.
Amen.
Okay. E pa tie for any ahwefo pentam nti no mo pentam tie Bishop 2. Die ensem bre kra se na bi kankan ye no it's question and answer time on marriage and relationships. Intrabra yes shas ye no me pese share video no ma onye bi nhwe bi, because I believe that whatever we're going to discuss here, it will be a blessing to all of us. Now I feel so no empacho abra wo hwe no so one so questions and be about our year, and then for the streaming will be more on our year. You know, we promise we're going to deliberate more on marriage and relationship. By and then we want to single on center on marriage. Fear that be so no. You be nyambri because you know the single ones are also waiting for their fair share. Papa, moving straight to the first question for the day. You know, it is about marriage. Papa, what is marriage? You can't say our anything.
All right, and then I guess you will be there as when you have opportunity to be with us, and then to so with what we are doing. I believe that it's good to get your pen and paper ready. Information is very important. Revelation is very important. So you have to put something down that will help your future as well. Before then, I want to also bless God for anybody who is being connected to this channel. I pray that you will link it up with your friends and your loved ones. Marriage, we've been taught, many years that marriage is a union between a man and a woman, which is basically the truth. But then, in my understanding of marriage, there are 3 bodies that are involved. 3 bodies.
Okay, 3 bodies.
Yeah, that comes to make marriage a sure one.
Okay.
And the first body is a spiritual body.
Okay.
If you take spiritual part of it from it, it is not marriage.
Not just a professor said the first body that makes our year is not just our physical body, but there is also a spiritual component.
You see, man is a tripartite,
okay, consisting
of the body,
okay,
the spirit,
okay,
and the soul.
Okay.
And we are not just flesh. We have a spirit, we have a soul.
Okay.
Now both the soul and the spirit, you can see it. You cannot just see a spirit and a soul by your naked eye. And it's it is more of spiritual than even physical. And until I know probably we get there. The reason why there have been problem in marriage is that we thought that marriage is not about dealing with the physical alone. It's when you take the spiritual part away from the context, you lose it.
One thing for such say we should not look at marriage from just this physical aspect of it. Say, yeah, maybe a bema na me sure, but na humemu ye wine. Yet my share but yes, also the spiritual aspect.
3 bodies that makes what marriage is. 1 is a spiritual body. 2 is the family body, family union body. And then the 3 is the 2 of them, which people say is a combination of a man and a woman. So it's the spiritual body, family body, and then those 2 parties involved. These 3 agreements coming together makes it marriage. Yeah. So there are spirit, more spiritual. That is why I believe that if you want to marry somebody, you must take into consideration the spiritual background of the person. Is very, very important.
The spiritual background.
Oh yes, because no matter what, in the future of the marriage.
Hallelujah. Wow. Me ankasa ashasi kura wole me be dia dance say ejana na odi. Papa my ati ase say aware no man hwe hunemu ni. But we should first of all look at the spiritual component before we come to also talk about the family aspect of it. Then nipa ni nipa. Papa ti could it be say timi kwari obi a mi din kan kohwe ebia me ba mi kohwe oba ni sunsun ansa na me na pa ko hia wa.
It is obvious. You see, the issue of marriage, as I said, is not just Obani Beman Akushia. That is how we see it. But there's a deeper meaning, a deeper research into Obani Bemisha. Because man is not just flesh. Man is also a spirit. There's a spirit in man. Job said it. Okay. So there's a spirit in man. At the end of the day, you must be able to know the spiritual state of the person you want to connect. Okay. And untina, it is believed that Christians want to marry Christians. Okay. Muslims want to marry Muslims. Okay. Traditions want to. Okay. Somebody always want to marry from. That's right. Because even whether it's a religion or society or whatever, there's a spirit in it. Okay. And so the spiritual part of marriage is the first thing. Number 2, when we come to family, okay, me wari adwa, okay, and me asantini, ebia adwa ebidi. Okay. No matter what, those 2 families coming together, there's a spiritual component.
There's a form.
There's a spirit.
The feel for soon.
There's a spirit.
That's right.
That is why I'm saying that we have to take 3 things: the spiritual body, the family body, and the man and woman body. These are the 3 components that should be agreed to make marriage substantial.
Wow. Papa ti say ya Ghana for example, Okwa aware ye bisa. Could this be one of the reasons why ya omoka se okwa aware ye bisa? Because of all this ebusian semusunsu de bekabo. In fact, why nya una oka se kamite da.
Also, it is true. You see, okwa aware ye bisa mpanyfo kan. You see, the biggest problem I have in Africa is how much we are ignoring our culture to just zoom straight into the culture of the Western world. Because young papa no ebeto oh, take it from me, or my dream, or my plans, that made them able to live within their world. The culture they adopted as Africans was very wonderful to them. Let's take for instance, Okawari. Yes, yantri yama men mawari, near Lenkino ene. In those days, Omar and Papa will lead the path for your marriage. And when you marry, your respect you have for your parent, I'm going to meet Transi Warina successful. Okay. And now your fool say we can go and pick it up and forget about my group. My father is old, my mother is old. Okay. Yeah, now this is the generation that are even struggling in the area of marriage. Okay. So that means that Ukawari will say Papa no can. And it's very important because it was so to me the background of the institution you're about to enter. Our real no not just a matter of coming together, you eat and then probably you have a affair. No. Okay. There are deeper meaning to it. Okay. There are spiritual meaning to marriage, which you need somebody's mind to get there. In the other one, no matter what, I support that part of the tradition of our fathers. Okay. And it yields. A bit much the downfall or the uprising of the marriage relationship.
Okay. Papa, that's it. Pacho Messer say, Abra, ye koye ni muno. Many badges say, who fear na Obama wife for who fear Oba wife for na who fear. I'll be so much happy. Say, please get your wife, your husband around. Muina Montanas and I ain't sure, because baby, I shall see if you know. I believe strongly, say, and then and confound ABC. How more yeti coronavirus have be tiffy. Ubin in a year in Bani Bush and phone tiffy. See, I make us say, Okununi Yiribi, Omonia fine. Omuntemun go our warrior plans and I'll buy a babet living to be fino. Almost hot the and soon selling your money because of Timutinasa yet once and tell. And Papa says, I have Brasimus say, oh, you on Jokuno jam. At this point, try to get yourself together or ban Kunumuntra enjoy. And I believe, say, after this question and answer time, I worry any because right from Genesis chapter 1, Nyamia Mayatia says the first institution, the Niji be Yawari. It is a worry Koswa, or Bono Force Nejuma Brassi, Senabel, Yamiso Frank, and Becoso Ayakesi. Uyamisha, but you keep on sharing the video. Senator Wadofone Wabushi and Funi now so Papa Pacho, you talked about the Western world, say we Ghanaians, Africans embracing the Western world. And the reason people have a lot of perception when it comes to our area and their generation you can't worry be I just say net the brand by you slow because so could she or baby now can say a I dream that we team ye white wedding ye pay ye pon obi so had no so obi penika credit akosha ase ba ndese nya akoto nipa team ntino ase empese beti papa je pese hu say biblically ye Christo for aware ye be na nyame too.
Very good. Let us say biblically there are three things that I know that God endorses when it comes to marriage.
Okay.
Number one, I'm still talking about tradition. You see, you can never take tradition from Christianity.
Okay.
Tradition forms part of the caucus of Christianity. And you know, there are certain things you better papa no and you better say papa no ya. Even though but it was a uniform state that helps them to move on in their affairs.
Okay.
So can we talk about what was your question? So,
now biblically.
Okay, very good. There are three marriage that go continue in atom. Number one, say those days you better na no mo ya dey ensa. Eko sra ba ewo nebusuafo na omakotena sabarefo. God endorses that marriage. It is marriage. It is how did I define the marriage? The spiritual state.
But do person say ye na no ma breso a se mehu mehio baabi meni gire ho ye pese e ware na yakwa ko hu abusuafo na empanifo atena ase na bia fashion apakoto abaako na ya ba betena ase na ba ma ni oba abusuafo atena ase na ye de okay mpacho ya gi wu atu and also
because I first quoted that marriage is of three states. Number one, the spiritual state. Number two, the family body. Number three, the two of you, or body man.
Okay.
And as long as any marriage falls within this perimeter, God endorses it. In the same circle, as long as family parties coming together,
as long as family
come together, that you are connected to it is marriage. Number two is the engagement. The evacuation na and also the same thing. Obani bema ebusuafo ajato na what you know about engagement. That's engagement. God also endorses marriage of engagement. Then the last one is the white wedding. That also it's on a practice. That also is accepted as marriage. Indeed, wedding, engagement. Any exchange. All those three things. God in heaven. As long as it has spiritual connections, family connections, and then the individual, two of them, are coming together. It is marriage.
Wow. Pacho Messer said, it will really be more helpful for and beneficial for you say and your man na ekoso your man na papa aka no say woni ma tra mesrese mpacho chro to ho say na bebe timi aboa wo na timi aboa akiri mba so so what teacher say in conclusion biblically no nyame atwem no say the dikan no ye nananom abre so a ye de nsa ekono ye ditum ye toso mienu say engagement ya babusuafo ye nya aduane kakra ye nya less no trust him ditum.
That's right.
And the toso miensa so aware aye fro na aba na mpacho ye no so no onyame ditum.
That's right.
Mpacho ye da nyame ase ye ti dia mesre no say dia ye papa kin no miensen ya wa ho ni betumi no na say busuafo so ditum a me didi say yetumi ye ne sa betumi aboa wo na ye nya asomdwe na ye nya ahoto so e de aboye bra. Papa Pacho, moving on to our next question. Obi hwe me obi bisa say enfia ben ideal enfia ben na say onipa udi a ana udu na say oware a itumi boa.
All right, enfia obetumi edi ansa na obetumi aware. In the Bible, there is no clear-cut age set down for marriage.
There is no clear-cut.
There's no clear-cut down age.
Okay.
I dia to say udum feel we are enaware. But there are two things that must be taken into consideration. Number one, every nation is governed by constitution.
Okay.
Into the constitution of the country of mine no emra ayewo mine if our
okay.
And we have seen it on secular world, not only in Africa, in the foreign world, that as long as udi 18 years ubetumi voting, and then you'll be counted as part of the constitution of the country. Anything from 18 years, you are permissive to marry. But then, coming back to the general knowledge, marriage is not for children.
Marriage is not for
not
children.
At all. Marriage is not for children. That means that a certain level of maturity is needed. Apart from that, anything after 18 you can be able to marry based on the constitution of the law, the constitution of the country. Better still, marriage is for mature people. That is why children don't marry. Because children don't marry. Why? You need to be matured in the mind.
Okay.
And so your mind is prepared. Okay. Maturity begins with your mind.
Okay.
It is connected to our mind. Onipa osoko your upliftment and your downfall.
Okay.
Majority of them is linked with your mind. What you give your mind to. Bible talks about in Romans chapter 12:3. Also, we should be renewed in the spirit of our mind. God wants us to be renewed because the level at which your mind travels determines your growth in life. There are many people will be 40. That is why I'm saying that we cannot just say marry at this age or that age. There's no timeline of age by which you have to marry, but maturity is very important. Because sakola eko warrior on to me warriors.
Okay.
And until the Bible see in the multitude of counselors there is safety. Okay. And was so be a utiminya and pennyful dream. Courtesy begins at home. On the more serious note, don't underestimate your parents. And your wife that said, we are branching, we are baba, you know what time it is. Oh, Papa no mommy doesn't know, so you are on top of the game. That's not true.
Okay.
Marriage is not for children.
Okay.
It is for mature people who are ready. Number two, you must be ready. Apart from maturity, readiness is very important. Many enter into marriage relationship, then they get to know that they were not ready at all.
But when you say apart from, say you are matured as a person, you also have to be ready.
You have to be ready. You have to be prepared for it.
You have to be ready.
You must be ready. Marriage must not be rushed. Our prayer. Preparation should be said when the readiness must be there. The preparation must be there. First of all is maturity. Second, you must be ready for the occasion. Because if you are not anything you don't prepare and you enter, you are likely to fail.
Papa, say it again.
I said anything you don't prepare and you enter, you are likely to fail. If you enter into business and you are not ready and prepared, you will fail in the business. If you say you are called by God and it is not, God has not prepared you for the assignment, you will fail. And until the majority of pastors had the zeal for ministry, but they were not ready.
Okay.
And
okay.
That's why many are making mistakes, many are flouting the ministry, many are diverting to other courses. All because the readiness and the preparation is not there. God wants us to be ready in the area of marriage, and that is part of the institution. Marriage is an institution. To say you go to school, until you must be ready for school. Hello.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
School is student.
Okay.
You must be ready.
Okay.
Your masters. You must be ready for master's degree.
Okay.
Preparation is very important in life affairs.
Okay.
And so you must have the maturity, and then you should be ready for it. And then for the last one, as to talk about age, you should have the means for it.
No.
The means factor.
You should have the means.
That's right. Should be ready. It's not possible.
Okay.
It is not possible. Okay.
Okay. But okay. Ahomboano yebi nka yebekoko yebekomu yi se ne be ya yebetumi enyan entiasi but o kire se dey kan no when you talk about age oman na say yete Ghana mamu Ghana mra kire se udi 18 years Ghana mra kire se udi 18 years you are eligible to vote. So it means that oman na o team after the age now oman egitu mu say you have gotten to the stage of mature, the stage you are mature say on count me bo bra would do that age from then on man this or man be more say would be 50 now you're eligible to vote after 15 years you
can vote, yes. And okay, other two must be
so other two also they toss me you know say what's how you mature.
That's right.
If you mean 18 years me wa kwenya say me to aba but me nya mature then once me call
that is why marriage is not for children.
Me nya 40 years my son age ready my son but me nya ready me nya mature you know kwan say me kokowa
not at all. And then the third one, your readiness also comes with a job. Oh, because who you juma
but your 100% of the tour ahomboa preparation ahomboa niam say ahomboa ye de kwa wori person dey no to cause no nzu minimum say apo ho a ebetumi abo ahwefo ne adofo ne tie for pacho obi kwahye di nkan to ha ye papa be ansama ba mesere se pacho abra wo hwe na wo enjoy no wenti na me se wo no ye ene ukunu ntina se ko mi gidi se o aware fie bi o ha papa aboso na hu se oba bi ahwe ba ma bi eni ena ba ma bi ahwe oba no esa se ni o ma bi e koso mutim no ma ene aware no ase dia papa wo bi a o dia anu yi e ma mo papa obi hwe o se can you marry someone you are older than him or her about 9 years? So be a Bema when you sin, and I say, or bad. I think that is what the person is trying to say. So Bema when you see or bar 9 years, and I saw when Africa had it to know. Yeah, now, oh, what or Bema, or bar warrior or Bema, and normally Bema warrior or bar then you sin. Oh, you had a tie or how be society link of why dream or perception be brave. And ye me abema the person who say me abema me sure oba na nyinse me 9 years or even more or probably less obema sure when nyinse with the same 9 years
to answer your question. Let me start from here. What I've realized in the African mindset of marriage, and we said, if you listen much more to people who have feeble mind, you will surrender your potential.
Papa, mintia say.
So when you fan crofwa, o ma dwere wo fon.
O ma dwi mo ha.
Nim die ha no.
Okay.
E de nantia.
Okay.
Ade a ewu mu a ya hyew ya bo se be ye no.
Okay.
Wo beto atwere.
Okay.
Osofo, se wo ware na oba na nyi ase be ma no, ana be ma na nyi ase oba no. Age cannot and does not come in to play a role as to what I say one. In African continent, as you say,
Timu
so be same bema se bema nya same ba
any
problem
any how
pa
onyame ni na any how onyame ni any problem.
No, the reason why nkofo to be kasa will say bema nyi nsi oba no prerogatively in the marriage no you go say the man is the head.
Okay.
That is what the Bible says. The man is the head. Ephesians chapter 5. Okay. The man is the head. Now, so being a head,
okay.
Man is the head. It doesn't take age for the man to be the head.
Okay. Okay. It doesn't take
age for a man to be the head.
It doesn't take age
for a man to assume the office of headship in marriage. It's not about age. That's right. As long
as you are the man.
That's right. And you can be older than we've seen people in Ghana as of even in I know a president in France.
Yeah.
Yes, he's much. The wife is much.
You cry 2 times.
Much
so
more
can you 2 grass and
in ya panos of Ghana. I binu o me even in Ghana, I know some top politicians and ex-presidents because it is not about the age, it's about the woman understanding what I have to do. Submissiveness. One of the reasons why I'm so simple for Edwin said, I also when you see say your first so obey to me assume the role of the headship of the family. No, it doesn't take age to be a head. Number one, it takes the laid down principle of God, and that is the man is the head of the family. That is certain.
So when you see Berman 30 years you. So when you see 20,
the man is the head.
The man is the head of the family.
Into your bar now, when you say one, put it into your mind that the man is the head. When you say one, you see the man. Instead of saying married me preparation, you might be prepared in the sense that at the end of the room, I am to submit. I know maybe some of the questions will bring us to that. You have to know that as a woman has to submit, irrespective of how old you are to the man. So the man has to love, irrespective of how old you are to your wife. Anybody can be older than anybody, and there's no difference. It's about the two of them, the understanding to live together, to fulfill their dreams. That's the most important thing.
Wow. Do you want to say and feeling share that any problem?
No, not at all.
Many badges say you wait till I say you know what and China. Who come many badges or you till China?
Is it China? Before you go, many people create stigmatization in people's lives. And for any stigma. Emma, we are almost losing what we're supposed to have. Because, for instance, let's talk about we are in a coronavirus generation. When the president brought about a lockdown of Accra, partial lockdown of Accra, Kumasi and Kaswa and all that, many people on the other side were talking about, hey, Nana, oh yes sir, president, yes sir, it's not nice, whatever. After 3 weeks, when the president lifted it also, we got the same people say, no, you're not supposed to have lifted it because our number. If you dance to the tune of people, you will always be controlled by fear. And the moment you be controlled by fear, you are stigmatized. You are hypnotized. At the end of the day, everyone to me fulfill the purpose within which you are called to do. Wow. In life, do not dance to the tune of people. Society and people will make you less than who you are. It is about your purpose. A dream was a fulfill destiny. That's the most important thing. Say in many areas, I am being maybe. Okay, in life. Not only to me say Bobra, my antibonia. I can talk about ex-president Kufuor and his wife. Okay. And they fulfilled destiny. Okay. They've lived it to the mark. Today they are still doing it. And they are living peacefully. It is about how the two of you will come to an agreement to fulfill a common purpose.
Wow. Papa Yamisha as well. Yamisha. Pachoji tu say, papa say, oh, you Christian now here, dear. And Pachoji tu, papa, my auntie, say, for as long as there is a union and kabum ninya ba so oba na nyinsin be ma no se be ma na nyinsin oba no ye gitum say your husband is the head. And pacho say oh hwemia hobrasim so oba o 40 years na ukunu o 30 years ukunu o 35 years. You are 5 years older than your husband. You are 10 years older than your husband. And pacho onyami muno. When you violate this principle, our head it
should be the head.
And pacho be manu na you three. So we siko ni siko no you three for as long as you two are married. No send about whatever because the man is the head. Papa Nyamisha, Papa pacho e kwa enu no. Obi so the very interesting question be about Papa.
We were 16 principles that can make marriage work.
Wow. 16
principles that if it is really taken into consideration, it will make marriage work. I don't know whether we'll come there, but for the sake of the question, let me pick one from them.
Okay.
One of them is adjustment. To adjust.
Okay.
Abrabomuno, you have to learn to adjust.
Okay.
Me in my life, not me rice.
Okay.
Say fried rice, jollof rice,
okay.
Rice and stew,
okay.
and what have you. I never liked it much.
Okay.
But then, not until when I got married. So when I got into marriage, then I realized that onipana menene wo onunso ebremo.
Okay.
So I have to try to adjust the balance. I'm not saying say I want by force. Na say with you.
Okay.
Na me di ba na me pedal that much. What am I talking about? Who beside the area of sex? In the area of sex, what we understand, and they say, Bema waba, ebi a ukwadjuma, oba no so kwadjuma, oba oba aduane, he looks tired. Where does the adjustment comes into play when it comes to sex? Okay, this is how it is. Sometimes we do feel now show yire nimu. We show yema wo yiraye. Now show ni nimu. Okasa wa bra, e se hu se nye fluke. Asempa no wokan.
We senior man.
Wa bra nkasa. That's right. So try to adjust to understand. You see, when we talk about marriage and people talk about love, where love is, there is uniformity. And where there's no misunderstanding.
Okay.
And anytime there is misunderstanding in marriage and relationship, naturally said the rigidity and the strength of the marriage is coming down. Understanding, Bible says two cannot work together without being agreed.
They agree.
Into the agreement and understanding make life easier. Until you should understand your partner that Ushana and yes, okay.
Okay.
Until you should be able to understand. In that form, we call it adjustment in marriage or relationship. And then on the contrary, Oba also what bread dear. Okay? Then becomes so beman wa Usha Obana wa bread. Usha no know what is wa bra. Adjust. Do any other thing. And then relax and rest. It is possible, adjustment. Number two, madam, also what bread dear. Now adjustment really so chila will say. What bread dear, now should be all the cramano. No, no, so ventilation. Once I say the man is on heating. Also what bread dear. But adjustments are also try to adjust and also meet that short demand of your husband. Okay. So this is where adjustment comes into play. Okay. Yet here once your room say it makes it so nice.
Okay.
What bread? So good night. Okay. My bread here now so my so to make it up to you. Okay. That is what is called marriage. Okay. That's adjustment to the question.
Wow. Papa, you miss it. But you my auntie say, young boy who more say where I say or bread, and then the bema matiwasi or china and ramitiwasi, and then at least young boy send a bear should But then it brings me to my next question, which is also a very interesting one about home warming. ahoboa be no say oba be ma mesiso mitumi ye ansa na be bra.
All right. I believe that media ahoboa no center on two areas.
Okay.
The spiritual preparation.
Okay.
And then economical preparation.
Spiritual preparation.
Sure.
And economical preparation. Okay.
What do I mean by spiritual preparation? I've already said it. That the marriage is not just about nipa mirube transi enkoa.
Okay.
There is a spiritual connection in marriage.
Okay. Okay.
Enuntina oko yen sorry mu a.
Okay.
Asori no person hu se obe ware asomasi a. Nipa na be ware no ne spiritual level to say. Ebia me call a Blaze Mystery Chapel. Ebia oba mbe ware no Echo Pentecost Church. Okay. Until now, I plan to say be ware. Ubon say Pentecost Church no ba na Echo. Obeka so ke pesi hu be ma na obe ware no. The spiritual background.
Okay.
So okwa sorry dia, I okwa sorry. Okwa Blaze Mystery Chapel.
Okay.
And here bibi a prove a free now sorry e chere say.
Okay. We Christ.
You see, minister because we can say those things now sorry they baby no samra no and necessary. But take it from me. Life is governed by principles.
And she said
that brabo bia. Abrabo bibia obey no. There's supposed to be a principle. We are brandy. Me sure say bra we see so hu so okay me pro ba no. E kwan bia no plan wo trim say. So obey me ko na me ka se me pen. Me pesa me net me pesa me ware no na wan penia then am even in the natural world you put those structures down e ko say ya wa ko say obi okra plan B but that's right obi okra ba ka say o call first time say me pray second time o say me pray but you still chase that dream.
Okay.
All is about principle.
Okay.
So life, you can have life without principle.
Okay.
And there are spiritual principles in life.
Okay.
And your preparation should be on a spiritual background. When the church is calling for administrative way of handling issues as far as marriage is concerned,
okay.
I heard even some preachers saying, "Our you here suffer." That is not true. It can never be true.
It is
very, very important.
But you talk about three components.
That's right.
Okay, the spiritual
part of it. Now we so bit me ko worry be. They go for be worry say worry be the following week. And I later say me who me kun na who me no te sa o. Ye worry be ya pe and we shall say. You did not take time to know about the other parts of the spiritual component. That's right. And that you must be ready and prepared spiritually. Because when I say spiritual, it's not just about being a Christian. Based on your religious affiliation, you must be well tuned and well, because apart from the body, you are going to marry the spirit of the person as well. And the spiritual life of the person you want to marry is very much important to the progress and the destiny of the marriage. The spiritual life.
The spiritual life
of the person you want to marry play a major role in the destiny of the marriage.
Okay. Wow.
Oh sure. So you Christian
say me your bema, me your ba, me ho kafo na me kofa. Ni sunsum abra bom. Enya sunsun so bi wo ya ware.
Oh yes. Emma bebre omu dream maybe will come they won't get a relationship.
Okay.
Who be say Emma of type of bema or pa Emma bebre epe bema to say oh 10 gram come on. You see the other ones that pesa. Okay. But then you can go for somebody who is TikTok giant and everything. Inside the person lies a demon. The spiritual state is very, and until you must listen to the instructions of your parent. Why? Because papa no mommy, they gave birth to you. Out of their spirit you came. Do not think that we are young boy, a young girl. Oh, I know what time it is. I know what's papa ekulu. Take it. And intina asasi so papa economy and sembuzwa because you carry the DNA of your father. His spirit and blood runs through you. And it's a spiritual state. So you must be prepared spiritually. Then on economic wise,
okay.
Juma sika because those things are needed. Don't even go for big bam also, and now my common. Anything I always say this when Councillor Luther talked about preparation of marriage, no can say only dying the one. I say you can't take off your square.
You can't take off.
3 square million a day, you can't keep it. How can you pick somebody's wife, somebody's daughter, and say I'm going to marry the person? You are troubling the person. Many people are not ready spiritually, and they are messing some girlfriends. Many people are not ready financially, economically, and they are messing up life. You must be ready. I said God gave Adam job before he gave him a woman.
But he just said,
Debbie,
economy
you must not, because seriously, the financial part of marriage is necessary. Abraham so be worried. Oh, so who worry about 7 brothers and
you discuss
echo. Untimi nkofa paper we enko se me de kwa worry. Okwa na paper you be bia hwedi. Enti preparation as far as money, job, economical part of it is concerned.
Yeah, papa, we are sure say me okay, there may be a share your money at you.
That's a fundamental truth. That's the basic of it. Because you must be able to take the responsibility of marriagehood. The institution of
responsibility.
Your biggest responsibility. Money makes somebody smile. Sika no serious. Bible money answers everything. Bible account. And you cannot take away that part of life. I don't know, say article, say a short video be on WhatsApp. I think there's this guy Don Letter.
Yeah.
Now oti eduane bi hu di no say
Eli Jessica.
Also onye Eli Jessica. Necessary.
Also be ma o bobre also oti Eli Jessica to.
It is important.
Also Eli Jessica obi nyo ye.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Also obi nyo ye.
Who Eli Jessica obi ntimi nyo partner of things. Necessary. I'm not saying that it's all about money, but also warrior. Be prepared spiritually. Be prepared financially. Be prepared economically, and be prepared mentally. These are the only 4 tools I can give on the question.
Wow. Be prepared spiritually. Be prepared economically. Be prepared mentally. And the last one, financially. Hallelujah.
Amen.
And me say, wow, you are really being a blessing. There's a question and answer time with our father, Bishop Dr. Alexander Oppong, the General Overseer of our Blaze Mystery Chapel International. But what we are doing right now, a question and answer time with the Bishop, and then we are centering more on marriage. If you are there, we'll have time to deal more on relationship. But your papa say, we should go to him. Many badges say, baby, I will fear about modern central to us. Oh, Pastor Ura, you want, and Gagamini and them and me to your fool. Yes, it be a bit now. Soon to money a crabby. They are tossing you in why you will be a crabby. After you may be more to think that still full of the crabby.
In the marital grounds. Before then, I'm going to lay certain foundations, and somebody out there will be confused. Also, number one, before I even come to that, marriage, number one, it is boss. Anyhow. Oh, our anyhow. Yes. Anyhow. Number two, don't marry to be happy. Don't think about I want to marry to be happy.
That means you. But so person say me abrantie, me ababawa, me kushi or baby na me say me pese me ware no. And mommy fa share with you say Enitia me pewa abra. Enitia mami fa chimiti.
Not at all.
Mami fa chimiti.
You can be deceived. Also forget the reason why many are go and ask. Let's go. Let's get to the marriage and ask. We a young boy, young girl, friend na wo badia. Uma dey say me worry am ni jegye one time. Let me give example. Obi oha oyesofo and afi na oba. Who principles me worry am. What will you to have a plan? Me worry am. And opebi am sorry am. Be so me yire nsa. E kika bia Hebrew Susan. Be so me yire nsa na e bompaye. You be your morning devotion. Okay. I'm not saying morning devotion doesn't go on. Boom. Ask somebody who is married. Even ask your pastor if it is practical. Say no pastor ya. O sorry ya 6 will be ada. Okunya no sorry bra. Ni enye. Anadu ye ko morning devotion. It does not happen like that. Obia wone the right in area of marriage. The question is, it is not even practically done like that. Ekoso ebi mutumi ye, but enfa show to say by force. Ekuyada sorry ne yamon. Okay. You don't need to force somebody in the area of prayer. Okay. Even when somebody, if you want to pray, there's supposed to be readiness to prayer. Okay. The readiness to pray. Okay. And there are so many things that works in marriage. Don't think that I want to marry so that I'll be happy. Marriage can make you happy, but it is not that which by force has to make you happy, because marriage is bossy. Now, so there are some few things that you can use to sensitize your home. That's why I said I've got 16. But because of time, remember those requirements that can help you to maintain that love, to maintain that unity, to maintain that free flowing understanding in the marriage. I've got 16. Maybe I'm going to give 4 now. Then probably after that, somebody can link me up later, and then we'll get into it. Okay. Number 1, if you want to have marriage and enjoy it, make God, Elohim, the spiritual head of the home. Also say, "Wawari any bit you be out there." Me see me was 16, but me only 4. Number 1, as a child of God, whoever you are, you have to onyame enye the spiritual head onye busuanity. Also, whether you are a Christian or not a Christian, God instituted marriage. Muslims believe that Allah, which is their God, instituted marriage. Genesis chapter 2, 22 to 24, God instituted marriage. Okay, it is a winning free more enye. Okay. On the buy. Never what you may in a free. Okay. And so the first thing you have to need in every day of the marriage. I'll come to a point. People talk about love. Maybe I'll stretch that on Friday. I live with the principle that I'll come to that point. So the first one, make God the spiritual head of the family. Number 2, a woman has a part to play. The man has a part to play. Family has a part to play to make the marriage work. God has a part to play. You invite him. The woman has the part to play. The man has the part to play. And people around. Okay. Friends make me go away. The requirement that we hear, number 1 is God in a home. Number 2, I'm talking about the role a woman has to play. Don't get it twisted. The Bible says you must submit to your husband. And let me have time to talk about this. In Ephesians chapter number 5. Okay. Ephesians chapter number 5. Also here, life is governed by rule and principle and order. Abrabo mleye order. Oh, yes. Abrabo yes. Abrabo yentu mlikan kope. Abrabo is an order. We see her. And you think Yankopon shower and say the man is the head. In Yamish on Yamia for Tiambo. Daddy or the Siason, Etino was so. Until we are bad. I also tear say between your boy and say Bible say brewasi. Okay, let me read Ephesians 5:22. He said, wives, submit yourself unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. We your banner so brown was when you go na brown was in Kuno, you are failed. So your bar, let the be sorry not what you saw the Christian Iba. We are Missumi, what you saw the be our bumpire Sumami, near Bedufi. Now brown was in Kunua, Yakupon Cream. You are failed. You are a failure to humanity. Now what would deceive you?
Me your bar, me your Christian Iba. Me kwa sorry. Me sofu ni me asori me ni se oba de nya me sumo jawum akomtiri mi direm empire mi direm me nya me sumo direm na se me ni ahobrase e mo mi kunu a bia me ye nyina ma yegu kwa.
You have to forget it. And that's what I want to tell that Christian lady. I want to tell that woman. Please, the Bible says in Ephesians chapter 5 verse 22 that wives eyerenum mumra mu ho ase emma mu ankasa mu kununum sabe amu ye mawurade enti wunni ahobrase emma wu kunu a unnya ahobrase emma wawurade enkwa sorry em ye critique this bunch of hypocrisy.
So we no nimnya we obey you nimnya some.
It's going to be based on how you submit to your husband. And also, do you know what? Submissiveness is not any woman's gift. Submissiveness is not any woman's gift. Bible listen, submit is a command. It's a and you're not going to me worry. People I'm not here. I'm here to give knowledge to the world, impact the world with a missing link in the body of Christ. As far as marriage is concerned.
So
marriage, Bible says wives submit a command a share and also on power and yet if you will and yes all pair. No way your shase a year no mumra mo ho ase emamukunu dientia or the order betom 23 for the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church and is the savior of the body. That is the order. God, Christ, church, man and woman. A your order. It will be as you be as no ban a wasi or ba uti and a bema. Any Christo. You understand? And Christ is the head of the church. It's a order of arrangement. Until you cannot quantify the order of arrangement and be successful as far as marriage is concerned. Into your baby to me in this regard, and they say obe brain wasi. And I'm still repeating it. It is not a gift, it's a command to submit to your husband. That's number one. Until a woman understands what submissiveness is all about, you are failed. Number 3, Mr. First, God should be the spiritual head. Number 2, woman must understand submissiveness. Number 3, the man must understand love. Oh, we men are the custodians of love.
Sir?
Emma. 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 7. 1 Peter 3:7. Bible says if a man can love his wife, you must have knowledge. So that means that young men, we are to love our wives. Wives will submit. We love. And that's the point. From Genesis to Revelation. I can't 13 times in my life. I make it deeper research.
Papa, submission is a problem. Submission to our husbands is a problem in this generation. Papa, please enlighten us more.
I know submissiveness is a problem in the body of Christ. I know it.
Papa, say, I think say baby, what are some of the things a woman needs to do to show that you are submissive to your husband?
Very good. That's what I'm saying. He said, Oba, to prove to your husband I love you, Or by your love to your husband, your love to the man is seen in your submissiveness.
You know, say for a man, for your husband to know, say my Papa say for your husband to know, say my wife loves
me.
Don't tell him,
Debbie,
but prove it by submission.
That's all.
See, no matter what you do, that you love me.
That's all.
If you don't qualify in the area of submission, then you're in a fake.
That's all. And to help ladies, how can I be submit?
Fashion
team say is a command. That's the first thing, madam. Fashion team say your shaman wa say. O your wife for ba ni say. O be bro ho ase. Your she. Fashion team sa. Enye wache de. We so fun fa say me to so. Na wo. Emeni we ye mfam kun sai ho ma emma. Okay? We ye mfa ye nkoton so num. Emma wo bro ho ase. Enye nsuo. Enye nkunya apple. Your she. You must be programmed in your mind to submit to your husband. That is it. Number 2, you can submit by way at which you will talk. Say your name kasa. The disgraceful part of it, your ba uchi ukunu. Ochino. Oba udisi ukunu. Oba udidi ukunu atem. The moment you begin to make those projections, what fail
as a woman?
Into kasa actually. What dear actually?
Okay.
Number 3, your service to your husband. I was so told was a 7 7 aduane, a 7 won pass. Those 2 services actually were home brasse. Or baby, like I said, me kune me ba bishia, me de me pene unia home brasse.
Papa said, let's about Ukunu and Nisika Samunia.
It is not written anywhere that when your husband's finances go down,
Ukunia coinciding yourself, don't was it?
What I know? The Ukunu.
But it's a
I said Ukunu Bros and Jan,
Mikunu Bruns, I remember was it?
Even
or booming,
you can get him by your submissiveness above all you see around him. Nyama all ye bian. I will need you so brown once ya. A bit to me, Manassa. We said that will be your tone, Jay. If you are better, say, Bishop, you wouldn't be American. Miss me a bema. Your husband needs your attention. Your husband needs your humility. A new kun kasa ye. Why am from so at two was name kasa? The moment you begin to stand, position yourself in that area, oh, the man will come back to you. These are a few days. We may not have time. Maybe we have to come at a timer. Back to your bossy. They're discussing about 80 crab. We are spending 1 hour now. A time will come. We have to come and stretch about humility and this love thing. But let me jump to the man. The man's responsibility. We have to love our wives. Now take it from me, man. The Bible says love your wife, and it's a command. It's not your gift. It's a command. And your share. And also your share.
No,
now, this command is unto men, husbands, love your wife. And you know also how Bible said we can live with our wives. Are you serious? 1 Peter 3 verse 7. Or say likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto your wife as unto a weaker vessel. And as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers may not be hindered. For you to be able to love, you need knowledge. Now me on Friday Now I'm about to deal with the singles, the relationship part of it. I'm going to go deep about love. I'm going to show you that people in Gophobic Christ say, I want a man who will love me unconditionally. Forget it. I'll come on Friday. Forget
unconditional love.
There's nothing called unconditional love.
Unconditional.
I'll come back to that.
Unconditional
there's
love.
Nothing called unconditional.
Your baby translated
There's nothing like that.
Baby translated boyfriend unconditional.
They should wait for me on Friday. Simple.
Hey,
so the love from the man. Man is the act. Where you see a dog. Man. Near you see a dog. A man, when you see a dog, that is what the Bible says. Now, there are 2 things, because how can I love? Two. Bema TV. God is love, 1 John, and love is God. Wow. God is love, and love is God.
That
means that if you can love, you are God. Oh, come on. Also, God is love, and love is God. So love defines the existence of God. So if I'm able to love, I have fulfilled God's purpose on earth. That will be data. Overall goal of the gospel is love. And for God to demonstrate to the world, I love you, what did he do? He gave his only son.
Sacrificed his only son.
For God to demonstrate to the world, I love you, the world, he gave his son. Bema, who will be near Commodore Yeronim Jansa? What may say Mark Kesiapa? Love is giving. Love is giving. John 3:16. For God so loved the world and he gave. When you about Friday, near about relationship, no so. Make sure you who knows a girl, no more who some say, Bema Ben Alpa. Or 14 gram no bagua. The young and a petintin, but majority petintin. Of course, Bema say, oh, yeah, or some about the Casa Bema that will take care of me. Caring. Caring. Your money. Your man. And the man pen mema or mumma.
I want to say, the Casa or Bam Penia, see the Nigeria, no crack.
Oh, I'm not going to pay here. Nyanko Pombo, make my justify from the Bible. Nyanko Pombo, I be not on the man being for sure. Say Adam and Eve, the first people we know in the history of the world, in the garden. Adam was created by God. And he was given the vocation to work.
Okay.
And say Nyakopon de oba neighbor. Nyakopon bo Garden of Eden, it was divided into 4. Now, there was a part in the garden near friend of Havila. Through the water of Euphrates.
Field of good, baby, are good.
And where there was gold, there was onyx, precious stone, diamond. No, Adam. Ni Heredia.
Okay.
Eve buy yellow, not set it. And until a man pay yellow.
There's a man in your 40.
Daddy,
Sam and
oh, and Casso Iripisca, men canasa. We are the Umupisca, Ubia Iripisca, and Malpis
of Mammy Pisca.
So Iripisca,
Mampany
Iripisca,
or here Iripisca, or Barbroni Pisca, with your baby Pisca. Oh,
to send a member in our pension. Obi won you say dem apere. President pere. Also for pere. Obi a re. Obi a hwe.
Bema bia hwe.
Obi a hwe bi yosofo wo nam now drive na hu oba bi so okwa. Wo behwe bi. Enyum no won mistake. Sa ne manso.
Yeah. Sa baba dia na dia asumi. Oba bi a pesika.
Oba bi asofo yire president yire judge yire doctor yire teacher yire obi a pesika. What I'm trying to say is that do a match can do and determine the reason why you want to marry the person, and you're wrong. But Nyakopon bo a man, a man, and men, we are born to love, and you can love empty-handed. We cannot love empty-handed. You love with something. So you must demonstrate to your wife, I love you. Show it by giving. That may be one man the whole year. One touch chocolate to grandma a whole year. Oh, we are in Pabone for nothing. To demonstrate your love, oh, give something. Oh, give something. Oh, give something. Oh, give something. To love means, yes. And number 2, love is sacrificial. You must be ready to sacrifice. We are them and now when you want to best sacrifice here, don't go and worry somebody's daughter. There are sometimes and sometimes a mema sometimes we are born to sacrifice. Life, something must go, something must fall down, and so you must love how to give in, sacrifice, and you know what, you have to do that by knowledge. Surprisingly, love is governed by knowledge. Also, if we are singing, it's governed by two things. As two things. Number one is knowledge. Number two is power.
If we are seeing that it's governed by knowledge and power.
Mention any profession, you can't get these two in there. What are President Mahama and Nanado? What are they fighting for? Power. And you need a certain level of knowledge at a particular time to get there. Also a lawyer. When you become a lawyer, you become powerful. How do you get the knowledge? You want to be a doctor. He's a doctor. Hey, he's nice, or he's popular, he's whatever. Knowledge. So knowledge and power defines everything that we're doing. And the Bible is no different when it comes to marriage. Or say husbands, live with your wives according to knowledge. Because Emosran can't say. Emosran the right can't say, oh no, you're not for 3 months. To chocolate to grandma. Knowledge bachelor will say, Makokru, but 2 coin, Makodi 1 week may buy. I have to bring something home.
And a children.
You don't understand it. That is how knowledge is all about. I'll come to it my 4 point. What's my category? We say 16. We can say just even 4. It's a whole thing. I've got 16 of them. You can trace them later by WhatsApp, or maybe you can get on the messenger part of the Facebook account, and we can talk around that area. So God being the head, woman submitting, man loving. Then the 4th one, I said I'll give 4. Sex. 16, but for 4. Sex. Sex is defined as the climatic point of love expression, the highest point of love expression. We feel when you are
Empaswagro.
we feel when you are
Empaswagro.
Enime when you are
Empaswagro no kabunema or any day.
Enimu I wadam for.
Sir. Asamaba. But it's a many military home. Na many na or madam.
It is against marriage principle.
And Patono ye na wadam for. Ukunu no mane no na wadam for. Hallelujah.
So sex defines it. And in the sex, also I've come to realize that many men rape their wives. They don't have
Papa saying.
Oh, they rape them. Whenever you have an unprepared sex, is rape. Or bear money or bad unprepared is rape. Bear money or bad unprepared is rape.
How?
For instance, maybe you want to have an affair with your wife, and like Oppong stubborn resistance. Remember the move, it's me. We are the back. Or Nama the ancient that.
We use them.
And once the woman is not prepared, ideally it's like raping. It's no baby no can say will stop on those things. Also, I'm saying that sex is the climatic point of love expression. Now people should watch out. My next book now ever. The next book never. You will love it. The title alone will kill you. Marriage, a covenant, not the ring. That is the title of the book. Marriage, a covenant, not the ring. Not at all. And in that book, you see 16 steps to fruitful sex. 16 steps. 16 for fruitful sex in a marital house.
Partner having sex.
16 steps.
What
and then pain. And so sex is my spiritual father. 16 years ago, when he blessed the marriage, he told my wife, "Our won't come." Okachi said, "Oh, you sue a pen, the body a pen, and Ghana for it, body a pen, Ejina Homa, a mano, a Japadia." Okachi said, "Madam, Okon, so we are here, a permanent idiot." Oh, man, I will hold that Satam can remember this thing. Also, you are a permanent. Uti power, one in your malaria, and I had your malaria. And nothing that say, a Oppong boy, that it can even alleviate weakness and sickness. Trust me, it is so if we are to have a fruitful sex.
Oh, but medically, cran, doctor, can.
Sex is sex. I can give you about.
Yes, in member cran, prostate cancer. Yeah,
I can give you about 5 or 6 benefits of sex in marriage. Now, let me give you 3. Sex is cardio. Sex is cardiotherapy. It releases the veins and the arteries on your heart and cause it to function well. And necessary. It releases it. Sex is cardio. Sex can make you rest, sleep. You snore and only to be able to live. That's the point. And it can cause it. Sex in marriage can create that for you. And so you can't take away. Sex is the best exercise on the planet. I gym a lot. But take it from me. Sex is the best exercise. That is if you are to do fruitful sex. Take it. I said fruitful one. Not just that. Fruitful. Fruitful. Correct. And so I'm giving 4 for now, maybe because of time. The next time, if you want it, catch me over there.
God bless us. I think that you have been so much a blessing to us. It's 15 minutes past 8 o'clock, and for but we will not spend so much of your time today.
5 minutes,
and in the next 5, probably in the next 5 minutes to round up, Okunya Yiribi show. Currently, it is believed, say, even a Christopher Kawade and a Bremo, it is believed. And then we are seeing Africa, Europe, all over the world. Marriage is going through attacks. Our young Crawford the Bume, this is who's a generation, our young Crawford. Me person about Okunya Yiribi show. If we are seeing Ubi show UK, Canada, Europe, what advice? Your last words. What advice will you give to a marriage couple out there and somebody also preparing to get into marriage?
To come back to what you just said, who make a statement? He said, and I said, "You who say Christopher warrior, and the all problem kakra." A Christopher warrior, no problem kakra. Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, will be our problem, irrespective of your religious background.
Okay. Okay.
But because Christianity undoubtedly is projected high.
Okay.
Ghana, it is believed that 70% are Christians.
71.
So majority will always make the mistake.
29 in new Christians.
That's right. So majority will always make.
Okay.
So it is but our really more accustomed secular.
Okay.
Oh baby,
okay.
Very good. So to talk about how our really said the
your last word to a marriage couple out there. Okay. Word of advice.
I will start with my advice to those who are about to get married. Now, maybe an advice to those who are married. Number 1, those who are about to get married. Life is programmed with purpose. Now, everything God created, there is a purpose in it. Now, if you don't know the purpose of something, you will abuse it. So we need there is purpose in trees. Even mosquitoes are more malaria.
God has a purpose for them.
If you don't know the purpose of something, then you abuse it. Many people marry, we get so much into problems because by the time we entered, that's what I'm saying, it's not for children. By the time we entered, we did not know the purpose of marriage. If you don't know the purpose of a child, child abuse.
Okay.
Also, child abuse is because they don't know the purpose of children. Any man you have seen that flouted a child is all because that man doesn't know the purpose of a child. That is why we term it child abuse. If you don't know the purpose of a pastor, you make it pastor abuse. So if you don't know the purpose of marriage, it becomes marriage abuse. Understand the purpose and have to come back to treat a whole purpose of marriage. But for now, marriage is for companionship. Marriage is for relationship. Companionship. Two is better than one.
Okay.
When the two lie, they have heat.
Okay.
Who is he? Who is alone?
Okay.
You see, it means that the whole idea is companionship. In Tukuno, the advice to the husband, the wife, said it is for companionship.
Okay. Okay.
No matter what, it's part of the thing. But when you understand the companion part of the institution called marriage, everybody, and as I've said, to the married couple, let's put this together. Understand the purpose of it. One is for companionship. Let's make sure that God is into our relationship, or our spiritual source has a bearing on the marriage relationship. Ebasha, you be fruitful. Woman, understand yourself in the area of submissiveness, and man, understand the concept of love. And when the two of you understand, bring yourself to understanding. Understanding will bring you into fruitful sex, and the home will be so nice. I believe that in the area of marriage for now, God says, I hate divorce. Anything God hates, devil loves that one. And that's why there are so many things, so many of that around. Devil will always go opposite of God. And so what I want us to know is that that the arrangement, the purpose, the plan of marriage, as to how you can put it to practice with knowledge, we'll get to that dimension. Amen.
We come to the end of this. No, and I have seen many questions, and for questions, baby, about I was saying, Papa, it to me here, no man, but Messer say, and Brintin of Fatchay, and Britain, baby, Fatchay, and Messer say, in case you are watching, Papa saw the Akunya way to, in case you are watching a married couple watching, anybody I will share, you have a peculiar marriage challenge. I will any year, anything, any challenge you have about relationship. About you are really battling. But your message say the same page now is streaming was with Bishop Alexander Oppong. Uko Facebook there is something called Facebook Messenger. Hona private chat. But your message say the baby we are seeing who that very problem you have no. But you do her whatever is your problem no. Any advice you need from our bishop no. Me did say all the cartoon Facebook Messenger the man. It will be a personal conversation that he can also have with you. Send a bear a bit to my back. Or your papa didn't win see Jose or person boy or boy a relationship. Send a bear. Yeah, Bob Brano so when there is peace. We are seeing now. Or man penny be a knock down one castle be uncotan and down from chain, but we have been quarantined. Say, be uncotan the yearly kunin and man chain. When we have peace in our homes, sir. I am also sure that we have peace in our churches, we have peace in our community, we have peace in our street. Send our world can be a better place to be. Just this Friday and then Joada, a brother who quadaya the fear day, and you bring 7 p.m. We are coming back to you. Papa, we are coming to your house, we are coming to your office, your workplace with question and answer time centered on relationship. And Pacho, it's going to be a wonderful time. Reasons why people get broken heart Friday a better drop o questions in Pacho see fear down so or the buy a bit to me and some or now be here to me every pepe and I'm open. If you have any last word for anybody watching now, I feel we are so
okay, wherever you are, the best thing I want to tell you before we pray is that it is about time you get to know God. It's about time we get to know God. We need God. Man needs God. in our world of today. So in case you need Christo, please get close to God. You can do it. You can do it now. Now, to accept Jesus. You don't need anybody to be, Father, I take you as my Lord and Savior. Come and save my life. Straight away, go and look for a Bible-believing church. Take it from me. Bible-believing, Holy Ghost-filled church. Give your life to Christ. Everything tells that the world, it's coming to an end. And don't take it as a fluke. It will come to an end one day. Give your life to Jesus. And everything that you are doing, in all your ways, acknowledge him. Proverbs chapter 3. And he shall bring everything to light. May God bless you and favor you for connecting to this media. God willing, as also said, on Friday, I'm coming your way with relationship. You have any question, push it over there. Understand the concept of love. Love your brother. There's nothing needed to hate your brother. Then I will tell you, then I will come to Kwaje. Then I will be quite gruesome. Okay, then I could come in a few years. Let us understand love, for love is God. God bless you. Father, I thank you for the life of every man, woman listening to us today. Touch all of us. Deliver all of us. We pray for the world. Deliver the world from the paws of the COVID-19. And let stability comes back to the world. In the name of Jesus. We deal with every attacks of the devil. We cancel plans of the devil. We pray that breakthrough will fall. Touch that relationship. Touch that marriage, God, by your power. Let that marriage rediscover its form and be fruitful. Thank you, Lord. I bless you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.